Hello all. Today's session is session number 16 on English grammar. Topic is direct and indirect speech. When we use somebody's actual words, we call it as a direct speech, and when we report somebody's words, we call it as an indirect speech. Changing direct speech in and indirect speech statement. Assertive sentences. Direct to indirect sentences. When we change a direct statement into indirect speech, the quotation marks are removed. After the reporting a verb, we use conjunction that. Third type is if the reporting verb is in the present tense, there will not be a change in the verb of the direct speech. Fourth, if the reporting verb is in the past tense, then the present tense of the direct speech will be changed into corresponding past tenses. Example, past simple, present simple to past simple, and present continuous to past continuous. When the universal truth is expressed that the present tense of the direct speech will not be changed. Change in pronoun. When the pronoun in the direct speech is in the first person, we must note the subject of the reporting verb and the change the pronoun into a same person. When the pronoun is in the direct speech is the second person, we must mark the noun or a pronoun that comes after reporting the verb and change the pronoun into a same person. If the pronoun is in the direct speech in the third person, there will not be any change. Some of the examples how it can be changed. So direct to indirect. Now, then, here, there, this, that, these, those, ago, before, thus, so, today, that day, tomorrow, next day, yesterday, the day before, last night, the night before, will, would, can, could, may, might, shall, should, may, has, and have will be converted into had. Example, he said, I am going to school. This is a direct speech. He said that he was going to school. It is an indirect. Second example, Mohan says, my books are on the table. How do we convert this to indirect? Indirect is Mohan says that his books are on his table. Now, second type of conversion, it is indirect to direct. What are the rules we should follow? First one, find out the subject and the reporting verb or a verb and its object. Separate them from the rest of the sentence by using comma. Second, remove the conjunction that the word that comes after conjunction should be written with the inverted commas. First word within the quotation mark is to begin with a capital letter. Third, third point is when the verb within the quotation marks are in the past tenses, change them from the corresponding present tense. If the verbs are in the past perfect tense, change them into present perfect or a past tense according to the sentence. Fourth rule, the pronoun that stand for a subject of a reporting verb should be written in the first person. The pronouns that stand for the object of the reporting verb should be changed into second person, and those which stand for the third person should be in the third person. How it is can be changed. So examples, now, then, here, there, this, that, these, those, ago, so. Example, he told his mother that he was not going to attend the school tomorrow. This is an indirect sentence. So how we can change it to direct? He said, mother, I am not going to attend the school anymore. Second example, Mercy said that her sister would help her. How do we convert into direct? Mercy said, my sister will help me. Now, imperative sentences. Indirect to direct. How we will do that? First rule, find out the infinitive and remove the preposition to. The words that come after should be written within the quotation notes. Second, if there is a word not to, it should be changed to don't. Third rule, if the reporting verb is requested or begged or prayed or entreated, put please or kindly as the first word of the direct speech. Example, Mohan requested Sohan to lend him his RC car for few days. This is an indirect sentence. How can we change this to direct? Mohan said, Sohan, please lend me your RC car for few days. This is a direct sentence. So, imperative sentences, which is from direct to indirect sentence conversion. What are the rules should be followed? The reporting verbs are changed into such words as told, commanded, begged, advised, etc. Second rule, we do not use any conjunction but we use the preposition to before indirect statement. That is, we change the imperative verb to an infinite. Example, to come, to go, etc. The words like please, kindly, etc. are omitted. If there is a word don't in the direct speech, it will become not to in the indirect speech. Example, Ramu told his friend, please give me a glass of water. This is a direct sentence. How do we convert it to indirect? Ramu requested his friends to give him a glass of water. So, next is yes or no type questions. How do we convert direct to indirect? First rule, like question words questions, the reporting verbs are changed into asked or inquired, etc. Before the indirect statement, we use the conjunction if or whether. Third rule, the subject of the indirect statement should come just after the conjunction. Fourth point, the question mark is left out. Example, the teachers asked Saura, are you a clever girl? This is a direct sentence. How do we convert into indirect? Teacher asked the Saura if she was a clever girl. So next is indirect to direct. Remove the conjunction where if, whether or if. Separate the rest by a comma. The auxiliary should be placed at the beginning of the direct speech. Put the question mark at the end of the question. The other changes are useful ones. Example, Leela asked me if I was crying. That is an indirect sentence. How do we change it to direct? Leela told me, are you crying? So for today's session, I think this would be enough to understand. So thank you. If you like my content, please do subscribe. Click on bell icon to get the regular update new content. Thank you.